for the noise, and there it is. All gas, no brakes. Welcome to the show. Just Chris and Justin for a minute. I almost said Kristen. Jesus. But
Yeah.
Chris and Justin for the moment. Mo had some
An engagement.
business to attend to. He's meeting a magical snowman somewhere in the depths of Texas. But he may be joining us.
I didn't know it snowed over there.
Yeah. Well, the weather everywhere is crazy lately. I was just in California for like a few days, and it rained quite a bit when I was in California, and I was in like Southern California, and it fucking never rains there. But it always seems to rain when I go there.
Yeah.
Like the last
You
day,
bringing the New York weather with you.
Yeah, pretty much. Like that's what that's what happened. Like the first couple of times I went to California, it was like everyone's like, oh, you brought the East Coast weather with you, and I thought the same thing was happening this time, but turns out they've just been getting like record amounts of rain out there. And I will say I'm very happy with some people might think, oh, who schedules like a vacation right when free agency is about to start, but for me the timing couldn't have been better, because while everyone was refreshing Twitter waiting for something to happen with Aaron Rodgers, I was just chilling at a beach, not really caring.
Nice. Nice.
But
speaking of vacations, I'm gonna be in Germany, Prague, or Budapest during the draft.
Oh damn. Yeah, so we are all sorts of unprofessional here with our scheduling of vacations around football events. But if you don't like that, then go listen to someone else who actually takes this shit seriously. But last time we recorded was before the Super Bowl, and I think we said the next time we recorded that we were going to have a quarterback by then, and well, we almost do.
Still don't. Yeah, I think. We do kind of.
Yeah, I mean, Aaron Rodgers did go on Pat McAfee's show and said with his own mouth, he said that he wants to play and that he intends to play for the New York Jets.
Following Favre's footsteps.
Yeah, I guess he went on his darkness retreat, and he was 90% before the retreat. He was 90% sure he was going to retire, and then the Packers told before then. Apparently, the Packers told him take as much time as you want to make your decision. And I guess when he came back, the narrative around that had changed, and he I guess used that as motivation, and now he wants to come back. He wants to come back with the Jets, and he wants to stick it to the NFL. The Jets are the only team that is like in contention for Rodgers. The main problem was the Raiders, and they officially signed Jimmy G today, so they're no longer a threat. So like barring anyone like swooping in at the last minute and like absolutely blowing the Packers away with some crazy trade offer, Aaron Rodgers will be a New York Jet in 2023, and he's bringing his friends with him. We already signed Alan Lazard. He wants Randall Cobb here. He wants Mercedes Lewis here. And
I don't want either of them.
I don't really care, to be honest. They're gonna Randall Cobb would be like the wide receiver 4, wide receiver 5. He's not gonna.
Which wouldn't be too bad. Yeah,
and Mercedes Lewis would be like tight end 4 behind like Ruckert, Uzoma, and Conklin. So I mean, for considering neither of them are going to be like chewing up a lot of cap space. If having his friends here makes Aaron Rodgers happy, like I'm fine with it. And that's not really a big deal to me. He also wants Odell, which I am completely on board with.
Yeah, but we don't have a cap for that.
Well, I mean, I don't even know like what our cap situation is or how we're gonna make this all work, but there's still definitely still flexibility. I mean, they restructured a fuck ton of contracts,
Yeah,
including
but
DJ
I think that's
Reed.
all for Rodgers. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, I saw that.
yeah, including DJ Reed, who low key DJ Reed deserves to make more money than he's making.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. But
Um,
I think he took less just so that we can get Rodgers. So
yeah, yeah,
being a team player.
yeah, he tweeted afterwards, like a few days later, was like, I thought about it and like I'm all about, and he's like, I'm all about winning a ring, period. Like, so
That's great. That is great.
yeah, plus he's not necessarily, I don't think that necessarily means he's making less money. I think the money was just moved around.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I
I
think
think he's
so.
still making the same amount. And then obviously they cut Braxton Berrios, Mike White's
Yeah.
gone. The Dolphins signed all our meme players. They got Berrios, Mike White, and Dan Feeney. So maybe
Oh
we'll
shit! I
see.
didn't realize they got like I didn't realize that shit.
Oh yeah, Mike White's with the Dolphins now. Um,
Hey,
too
he
bad
might
for
play
Dan
with
Feeney.
Tua.
Too bad for Dan Feeney. The Islanders are making the playoffs and not the Panthers, so he cannot go chug beer at a Panthers playoff game this week.
I hope
So
so, man. I hope it ends up that way.
he'll have to he'll have to make a trip back up to Long Island to UBS Arena,
Chug
and
the
he'll
beers.
have to chug beers with the boys one last time. Um, but so and then Corey Davis is still on the roster. I imagine he's either getting traded. He might even be included in the Aaron
Yeah,
Rodgers trade, but I
he
imagine
should
he's
be.
getting traded or cut. So that'll shed some salary. There's definitely ways to kick the cap implications down the road to make this all work. I think otherwise Aaron Rodgers probably wouldn't even entertain it. So
That's true.
so
But if we
you
get
know
Rodgers
so
and OBJ, that'd be ridiculous.
yeah, and I think we can. I think we can because I don't necessarily think OBJ is going to cost that much. I mean, he's coming off a torn ACL. He hasn't played since
Yeah,
last year's Super Bowl, so he hasn't played in like over a year.
yeah.
So I could see him, I could see him being brought in like on like a cheap like 1 year prove you could still play type of deal.
I wouldn't be opposed to that. Definitely.
I
A
wouldn't
one
be
year
opposed either.
deal. Possibly you can restructure in an extension in the agreement, depending on
Yeah,
how he
because that would
plays.
be yeah, because that would be an amazing that would be a pretty amazing wide receiver room to have
Oh,
Garrett Wilson,
that'd be ridiculous.
Elijah Moore, Lazard,
OBJ,
OBJ.
Lazard, yo,
Yeah, like that would be
Rodgers would
something
love that.
with Rodgers slinging them the rock. I mean, yeah, that'd be a lot of fun to watch. And I'm trying not to actually celebrate until we get the news that Aaron Rodgers has been traded for and that he is a Jet. But
Yeah,
it's hard not to get excited to think about the prospect of not only Aaron Rodgers joining the Jets and he would immediately be the best player to like ever put on a Jets uniform. Definitely the best quarterback to
easily,
ever wear a Jets uniform. Not only that,
easily.
but the players that he would attract. Like
Yeah,
you remember, like because I think it would be pretty similar to like when Tom Brady went to the Bucks a few years ago. Like mad people like followed him and were ring chasing, wanted to play with Brady, and like if Rodgers was the Jets quarterback, he would make them like a super attractive destination for players like that who still have a little something left in the tank, and maybe they're at a point in their careers where they care a little bit more about winning a ring and cementing their legacy rather than they've already gotten paid, so they're cool with they're cool with maybe taking a little less just to play with Rodgers and and chase after that ring. So definitely, so definitely exciting times. We are now in the period where I guess the Jets and the Packers, no one really knows what's going on, but it seems like there's a bit of a because this whole time before before Rodgers emerged from the darkness and said that it had been since Friday that he made it known that his intention was to play for the Jets. Before then, my feeling was that there was a deal in place, or at least the parameters of a deal in place between the Jets and the Packers, because why else would the Packers have allowed us to talk to Aaron Rodgers? That kind of hinted maybe they have a deal in place, because otherwise why would they even give them permission to talk or anything?
To talk to.
So, but
I honestly think the Packers were thinking of getting rid of him way before the end of the season.
I think if he didn't win any MVP, if he didn't have the MVP season he did in 2021, then they would have done this a year earlier, and it would have worked out a lot better for them, for the Packers, because it seems like or at least the rumors is that the Packers basically want they want yesterday's price, which is not today's price.
No.
Apparently they want a first round pick and more. And I got some bad news. If that's what you wanted, you should have done it last year, because coming off that MVP season, especially when Nathaniel Hackett was coaching Denver, and considering what they gave up for Russell Wilson, they would have moved the stars and the moon to get Aaron Rodgers. If he was available last year. I mean, before the offseason went down, when, because even last season in 2021, there was that same speculation that it was going to be Aaron Rodgers last year in Green Bay. And I felt like the Broncos were kind of like the team that was favored to get him.
They were. So
I remember people being everyone thought oh yeah, Aaron Rodgers is going to go to Denver, be a hippie mountain man, and eat shrooms in the mountains with the Colorados. And it seemed like it was going to be the perfect fit, and especially with his boy Hackett being there. But
now we got Hackett.
Yeah, now we got Hackett, and we are on the verge of acquiring Aaron Rodgers. So now the debate.
I personally don't know how I feel about the Hackett signing. I know we did it for Rodgers, but I think he's better than what's his name, LaFleur.
Yeah, I would think so.
At least offensively, not as a fucking head coach. Well, he probably would be a better head coach than LaFleur if LaFleur ever got that opportunity.
Yeah,
I don't know how our offense has fucking talent. We already have fucking talent. Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall need to be fucking used. I don't know how he's gonna use them. I'm hoping he does well. I don't fucking remember how his scheme was with Green Bay and Rodgers, but Rodgers tossed him up and he says that he has a great offensive mind and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, Hackett was the coordinator when he won those back-to-back MVPs in 20 and 21. And who knows how much of it was actually him, or how much.
Yeah, I feel like maybe Rodgers is I can just do whatever I want with Hackett. Maybe that's how he feels.
Yeah, but also if you listen to Aaron speak about Nathaniel Hackett, he loves the guy. He has nothing. He has nothing but good things to say about him as a coach and as a person. I watched that whole interview that he did on the Pat McAfee show, and
I still haven't watched it. I needed to fucking watch that shit last night.
Yeah. And you know how Aaron Rodgers talks about his inner circle a lot, and how Adam
Yeah.
Schefter's not a part of it, and no one who talks to Adam Schefter is a part of his inner circle and shit like that.
Which I like. Fuck Schefter.
Well, Pat McAfee and friends almost found themselves outside of Aaron Rodgers' circle because at one point, Pat McAfee, because Aaron Rodgers kind of came on the show to, I guess, set the record straight and be like, hey, like everyone thinks I'm holding this up, but that's not true. Like I told everyone what I want to do, and now they just have to figure out a trade to make this happen. And the Packers just need to like do right by me was like pretty much what he was saying.
Which they should. That man gave him plenty of good years.
So he was talking about how like the media and how those people aren't in his circle or whatnot. Well, and he was also saying how like he wasn't really offended by like what people were like saying about him, like dragging his feet through the mud, because he was just like whatever, like they were just uninformed, I guess. So it's like whatever. But at one point, Pat McAfee made a comment and was like, "Oh, like that was pretty smart of the Jets to to hire Nathaniel Hackett to get you, because clearly it's working." Or something to that effect. And Aaron was like, honestly, like that's honestly, if there's anything anyone said that offends me, it's that, because like what you're saying is like undermining him as a person and like as a coach. Like if you think that they just did this to get me,
he talked way highly about Hackett. Shit.
Yeah, like even while he was saying it, you could tell like Aaron Rodgers was kind of like giving him like a death stare a little bit. So
McAfee doesn't want to lose that connection.
Yeah, so regardless of how much of an effect it is with the play calling or the coaching that Hackett actually provides, something about his presence, definitely is comforting to Aaron, and I'm sure it helps him play better.
Oh yeah, I don't doubt that. At all. And I think. Like, fucking from a podcast ago, when we were talking about the possibility of getting him or Carr, like I was against Rodgers just because I thought he wouldn't have the fucking mindset of I want to fucking win another ring or two. I thought he'd just come and be like, play like he did last year. But I think now he might be more of the MVP level.
And even if I think so too, because I think we're getting like a pissed off, chip on the shoulder Aaron Rodgers,
exactly,
who has something to prove. So I think it's going to be I think it's going to be a wild ride. And honestly, even if he does play like he did last year, which wasn't a bad year, it was kind of a down year by his standards because he won 2 MVPs the year before, and and I guess the team just overall, the Packers just weren't as good after.
Yeah, no. If you threw Garrett Wilson on that team, he would have looked much better. I guarantee that.
Oh yeah, he probably would have won a third straight MVP, or he at least it at least wouldn't have been such a landslide for Mahomes to win. It would have been a lot closer.
Oh yeah. But how many years you think he really has in him?
So I have.
He's what, 39?
Yeah, so I do have kind of I would say 1 or 2, I do have kind of a gut feeling that with time being the flat circle that it is, that he might be a one and done with the Jets.
Yeah, that's what I don't want. We can't have that.
Yeah. If we win the
Super Bowl, I would like to see him put in 4 good years.
I mean, 4 would be nice, and I mean, who knows? Who knows? But I mean, like, for him to be 90% sure he was going to retire this year, I can't see him. I can't see him going through 4 more years of darkness retreats and deciding every time that he wants to play. Especially, I mean, he says his decisions aren't motivated by money because he's made enough money, but I think I think the $60 million that he's making this year does have something to do with it. And if you were to get a new contract, it's probably not going to be for as much. But then again, who knows?
I personally think he should restructure so we can fucking get more assets for him.
Yeah, I think. I think that might be a big ask.
Yeah. Oh, no. I don't think he will. I don't think he will. He wants his 60 mil because I think this is going to be his final contract. But how many years is his contract for? I don't fucking know.
I think it has this might be the last year of it.
Oh fuck, that ain't good. I thought it was at least 2. But maybe if he fucking because we have a good offense overall. If our O line is healthy, I think it's a top 10 O line. At least a top 10, I think. I don't know if you agree with that.
Yeah. So actually, he has. Oh no, I'd agree. I think that with Rodgers, if the line holds up, we are. If the line holds up, we are. In very good shape to have a top 8 offense and a top 8 defense.
Yeah,
that
defense is top 5 easy.
Top 5. Yeah. I mean, as long as it doesn't drop off. So Aaron Rodgers' contract actually runs through. Looking at it now, it actually runs through 2026. However, he could.
Oh shit.
However, he could potentially opt out in 2024. So it could potentially.
How much of this shit's guaranteed?
How much of his money is guaranteed?
Yeah, like if he opts out, are we still gonna be paying this motherfucker? Like fucking Bobby Bonilla?
I think if he opts out, from what I'm seeing, it looks like it would be a. It looks like it would be about almost $25 million of dead cap.
Fuck. That ain't cool. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. You better not opt out. But that I think that's just dependent on how we play. And I think our offense is ready to be a playoff offense.
Oh yeah, especially with Brees coming back.
Oh yeah.
With Brees coming back, with
my phone's
whoever
about
else
to die.
we
I gotta
added,
connect.
I do think that I think this offense is ready to cook, and especially like Aaron Rodgers can take it to the next, can definitely take it to the next level. So,
oh yeah, definitely.
Still need we still need a little work on the offensive line. Becton is a question mark.
That motherfucker needs a full season, man. I still think he can do work. My phone's about to die. I'm joining in on I gotta join in on the fucking my computer.
All right.
Quick commercial break?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
This episode is brought to you by ayahuasca, or whatever the fuck it's called, the drug that Aaron Rodgers likes to do in the woods. It is also sponsored by the letter C for car. Hope everyone out there is having a happy St. Patty's Day. Don't drink and drive because you might spill it. But if you do drink and drive, just be careful. And, but you shouldn't. Just I don't know, call an Uber or call me. I'll pick you up after I'm done recording this. In other news, just trying to fill some dead air here, but in other news, the Jets are also trying to shop Braden Mann. So if they could get like a 7th round pick for Braden Mann, that'd be a win. You're gonna have to recoup some of that draft capital or some assets here, but it's exciting times. Exciting times. We are on the verge now of landing a Hall of Fame quarterback. Time is a flat circle. 15 years later, and in 2038, we will be here and we will be talking about the Jets trading for Jordan Love, who surely will have established a Hall of Fame career of his own in Green Bay. In other news, the Fairleigh Dickinson, whatever the fucks, beat Purdue in the NCAA tournament, which marks the second time that a number 16 seed has beaten a number 1 seed in the tournament. And if you bet on Fairleigh Dickinson today, even if it was as a joke, fuck you. I wish I was you. So I'm out here trying to hit these crazy parlays, but really all I needed to do was throw a couple bones on Purdue. It's fucking stupid.
All right.
And we're back.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, man.
So what were we talking about?
Yeah, I was just kind of talking into the void about Rodgers, and did you see that we signed Thomas Morstead, and we're trying to trade Braden Mann now.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Some punter news.
Shit, I'll take it. I'll take more spit over man any day.
Yeah, I'll take it too. Braden Mann kind of stinks, and he needs to go. And if Joe Douglas could get anything for Braden Mann, even if it's like a 7th round pick, that's
Yeah, no, that's
pretty massive W.
fuck yeah. Shit, man. But I think this is gonna be our best fucking off season ever. If we can hold on to that 13th pick, that's gonna be fucking huge.
Yeah, and I do think we're going to hold on to the 13th pick. I know Green Bay wants it, and there's a whole big debate. The whole big debate going on over this whole situation now is kind of about like which team has the leverage in this situation. And it's gotten so annoying to the point that I actually had to mute the word leverage on Twitter because it was just getting so ridiculous. Like everyone's all of a sudden an expert in how leverage works. So
Of course.
there's a lot of people that think that the Packers have the leverage because the Jets are desperate for a quarterback and they can't really afford to like miss out on Rodgers now because then they'd be really screwed. And
Yeah.
I guess there's some truth to that, but at the same time, the Packers don't exactly have leverage in this situation either because if they hold on to Rodgers, you know, and
Yeah.
their intention is to move up forward with Jordan Love,
Yeah.
they're going to pay Rodgers what? They're going to pay Rodgers $60 million to be a backup.
Yeah.
And then like if Rodgers comes in like the first day of OTAs, if he like, you know, if he like drops a dumbbell like on his foot and it hurts himself, like then all that money is like fully guaranteed, and then like you're getting nothing for Rodgers, and you're stuck eating all that money. So I think I think that both teams have some leverage, and it's in the best interest of all parties involved that a deal gets done sooner rather than later.
Yep.
And you know, for Packers fans who think that their GM is like, you know, I know the Packers are a prestigious organization, and that the Jets are, you know, and the Jets are the Jets, and you know they have their perception, you know, the perception that they have, and you know it's for a reason. The Jets had not made the playoffs in 13 years.
These motherfuckers.
So you know, there's a reason why the Jets are the butt of jokes that they are.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, you know, the Packers have this image of, you know, being like prestigious and very well run and all that nonsense. But like at the same time, I don't think you're going to win a stare down with Joe Douglas.
No.
Joe Douglas does not in trades. And, you know, are the Packers really as well run as people say they are? I mean, trading Devontae Adams seemed pretty stupid to do.
100%.
You know, because like you were still in a window where you were competing for Super Bowls with Adams.
Easily.
And losing him closed that window for you.
Yep.
You know, and if you really do want to drag this whole thing out, like, and you know, if you're gonna be like doing wrong by, you know, arguably the best player in the history of your franchise, like that's not a good look or good optics. Like if you're gonna like be petty and drag this whole thing out, and like they pretty much like publicly, you know, they pretty much publicly came out, like even before talking to Rodgers, they pretty much publicly came out and said the only way we're gonna have Rodgers on the team is if what we want to happen doesn't happen.
Yeah, no, I think it's completely there. Or like, I think Rodgers wanted to stay a Packer, but after he came out from his darkness retreat, they were just, he found out they were talking shit, basically.
Yeah, he found out they were talking shit and like that they were ready to move on, and I think that you know, that caused you know, and I think that he was just like, all right, well, fuck it then. Like,
yeah.
I think that it's you know, I don't think it's at a point where they could just be like, oh, you know, we didn't get what we want, please come back. Like I think that
no, definitely sailed.
There's really at this point, I think like too much has been said, too much has been done, that they cannot, you know, there's really no turning back, or like, you know, there's no like amending it.
Yeah, that's why I think the Jets have more leverage than the Packers, because Aaron is done with the Packers regardless if he's on their team next season. Like even if Jordan Love gets hurt and they put him in, he ain't gonna give a shit.
Yeah, like the chip on his shoulder, I think would be gone at that point.
Yeah.
Plus, you know, and then at that point, then who is he going to be throwing to? His wide receiver, you know, he's going to have Christian Watson and Romeo Doubs to throw to. Like,
yeah, he's going to hate that situation. He's going to fucking hate it.
Yeah, he might even refuse to play.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I really wouldn't be surprised. Oh yeah, Love's hurt. Oh, looks like you guys should have drafted a quarterback.
Yeah, or you know, I'm sure there's someone else there that can, someone on that depth chart that can throw a football.
Shit, I have no idea who that third stringer is. But speaking of Jordan Love, I think he might be a decent quarterback. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, yeah, I think so too. I mean, everything, you know, even Rodgers gave him like a pretty ringing endorsement, like going forward, you know, so that he's got a bright future. Everything people are saying and everything we're hearing, I mean, we haven't really seen him play, but everyone seems to think that like he's ready to take the next step and be the starter, and that he can play at at like a decent level.
Yeah, I mean, 3 years learning under Rodgers, you have to learn something.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, and
the only quarterback I've
Rodgers.
seen that hasn't learned shit from being behind a fucking elite quarterback is Curtis Painter. Curtis Painter was fucking ass, absolute fucking garbage. And
Yeah,
I don't know how. Like he was studying under one of the greatest, and he learned nothing.
yeah, he learned absolutely nothing. It was that was something I don't know. I think it might have been just like Peyton Manning, his brain and his system might have just been like too
Too much,
advanced. Like
maybe.
Peyton Manning's trying to like Peyton Manning may have tried to like teach him at certain points or like giving him pointers on things, but it was probably just like oh, this guy's like speaking a different language.
That would make sense because he's honestly one of the most garbage quarterbacks I've ever watched. Easily.
Yeah. Yeah, that 2011 season was definitely pretty ugly. Or like even when they when they benched Peyton Manning, like they were in the middle of going for an undefeated season, and then they benched Peyton Manning in the second half against us, which allowed us to get into the playoffs and go to the AFC Championship game that year.
Oh man, fucking foolishness. But speaking of quarterbacks studying under vets, when like if say Aaron does give us 3-4 years, would you be down with Zach acting?
That's a good question. I don't know. I mean, I feel like they probably end up. I mean, depending how things shake out, I mean, I think it would depend on a lot of things. Like, say that happens, and Rodgers, then finally retires at the age of, 42 or 43 or whatever.
Yeah.
Then, at that point, like, maybe maybe Zach Wilson can get another go at it. Although at that point, he's probably not even really going to be a Jet anymore, because his rookie deal is
It's gonna
would be a
yeah.
4-year deal, and I really don't see any scenario where they would pick up the 5th-year option. So
Well, you see,
I feel like
I think that look. This is just being optimist, but the fact that Favre is his hands down favorite quarterback ever, I think he actually might enjoy being the backup to sorry, not Favre, Rodgers. I think he actually might have enjoyed being his backup, and he may learn more of what he fucking should be doing as a quarterback. So the next time he does step into the field, he may be better. He should be better. But
he definitely should be better. Even just being in his presence, he should learn a thing or two.
yeah, definitely.
But I would feel like at that point the ship will have sailed with Zach Wilson. But even if it hasn't, even if there's still like, even if the door were still open for Zach to potentially, come in and retake the starting job, after Rodgers.
Yeah,
I think it would still depend. Like, it would depend like what free agent quarterbacks are going to be available
that's
that
true.
year, or
That is very true.
where are we drafting, and like, are we able to draft another quarterback? I think there's a lot of I think it's like kind of like cross that bridge when we get there, but
Yeah.
probably not. I think the ship has sailed for Zach Wilson.
Well, I think though, if you can sign him cheap, like at a Mike White deal, and then he ends up being more on the elite level because of what he's learned, that's a great fucking deal. But I don't know. I don't know if he will be. I don't know. He has
Yeah,
that
I mean, I
potential,
wouldn't I
but
wouldn't expect him to be elite. maybe slightly improved. Maybe he could be like, maybe he could be like a replacement level quarterback at that point.
Possibly.
With a few more years of experience and learning behind him. But they also say like, that whole thing about him idolizing Rodgers, that is something I think that could change. Given the circumstances, like, they do say like, don't meet your idols and stuff like that. So that is, I could see a scenario where things change and Zach gets a little, sour on him, because I know that Rodgers is like leadership methods, and I'm not really sure about his teaching methods or how much he actually wants to teach anyone, but
I don't think he wants to teach anybody.
I know that his leadership methods are, a little unconventional, and not everybody is receptive to that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And Zach Wilson, I wouldn't say, like, I don't think Zach Wilson seems very thick-skinned.
Oh,
so
no.
I don't know if he'd be able to like handle the smoke. I think if Zach Wilson's gonna have like another chance to succeed in the NFL, I think it would have to be for another team, and I think he would be lucky to even get that opportunity at this point.
Oh yeah, because now he's not gonna, unless Rodgers somehow, unless he goes down with an injury, he's really not gonna be able to showcase anything.
Yeah, don't even put that thought out there. I don't even want to entertain the possibility.
Oh, that'd be terrible. Absolutely fucking terrible.
It would be terrible, and it would be on brand for
the Jets. Fuck yeah. Because we end up fucking up so much shit.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I mean, like, everyone says like, oh, the Jets fucked the whole Brett Favre thing up so badly, but like in reality, they really didn't.
No, we didn't.
They gave up a 4th-round pick for him,
which is
so
nothing.
they didn't give up a lot. Which, I mean, I know that like, there's inflation and stuff, and Rodgers is better than Favre, and it's kind of a different situation now than it was then. But still the bottom line is like, you're not going to get, you're not giving up a 1st-round pick for somebody who, you're not giving up a 1st-round pick for somebody who, might play for like 2 years, because, your plan when you draft someone 1st overall is to give them 2 contracts, to have them play for like 2 contracts worth, so like a rookie contract and then at least another contract after that.
Try to pay them in
10 years. So I don't
like
see them giving up a 1st-round pick. And with the whole Brett Favre thing, like, they were 8-3. They had beaten the undefeated at the time Tennessee Titans. They were 8-3, and then things went downhill from there because Favre had the shoulder injury that he had the shoulder injury that kind of derailed the end of that season, and then he decided to retire, but he was just going to Minnesota because that was where he wanted to go all along, but Packers weren't going to trade him there.
Trade him to, yeah. He enjoys the North shit.
So they basically, so they basically sent him to the Jets to die for a year, but in reality, he wanted to be a Viking, but like Aaron Rodgers, it seems like he wants to be a Jet.
Yes, 100%.
Or either that or he just wants to stick it to the Packers, and the Jets are his only option. Either way, we will be the beneficiaries. So I'm cool with it.
Honestly, can't wait for the deal to get done, but I don't know what we're gonna give up. Like Corey Davis, put him part of the trade, 100%.
Yeah. So I think it'll be. So the way I see a trade going, the only way I see us giving up pick 13 is if it's a pick swap of 13 and 15.
That I'll take.
I'd be fine with that. Like, if it were, but I think the trade is going to be something to the effect of Aaron Rodgers for pick 43, our second round pick. I think will definitely be involved. And then I think it'll be a conditional pick next year. Probably either
second this year.
Yeah. So I think it'll be definitely a second round pick this year.
Okay.
Number 43, I think we'll definitely part ways with that.
That sucks because we've been doing pretty well with the first couple picks.
Yeah, and that would be like a good spot to get like a John Jacob Jingle Michael Schmitz guy. But I mean, the Jets could always, if they really want him, they could always find a way to like trade back up, or trade back into the second round, if they do give it up. But I do think they'll end up giving up pick 43. I think it'll be a conditional pick next year. It could be like a conditional third that turns into a second if he plays, and then maybe turns into a first, like if the Jets make like the AFC Championship game or the Super Bowl or something like that. And then maybe they throw Corey Davis in there, just to shed his money.
Yeah, no, we definitely need to.
Yeah, and it would give the Packers a replacement for Alan
Lazard.
I think Lazard is like a better Corey Davis. Corey Davis, for all the bad things that we could say about Corey Davis, obviously he he's his availability is questionable, and he drops a lot of balls, and he drops a lot of balls in big spots.
Yeah,
and that's not good. But the one thing he is good for, and a reason why I could see him being like, a reason I could see him holding value for Green Bay in a potential trade, is the one thing that one really good thing about Corey Davis, and one thing that he was pretty important for, was of all our receivers, he seemed to have the best chemistry with Zach Wilson, like pretty much from the get-go.
Yeah, that's
him
true.
and Zach Wilson had a lot of chemistry. And, for like a new, for like a beginner quarterback, or I guess not a rookie, but for a first-year starter, like, that they're going to have in Jordan Love, you want to have somebody that can be like that outlet, or like that go-to guy.
Yeah.
And that's what Corey Davis was for Zach Wilson his rookie year. And at times he was that outlet for Zach this year in like some brief spots. So I think he could potentially, like serve that same purpose for Jordan Love. And, that could be a reason that he might be like a good fit to, get sent back in a trade to Green Bay.
I wouldn't mind that, but I don't want them to give up Elijah Moore. I think Elijah Moore could be fucking crucial for us. So I don't want that.
I don't think they're going to give up Elijah Moore. I think that people need to stop saying that's going to happen. And I think that if Rodgers, comes here, any reservations Elijah Moore had about playing for the Jets will be gone.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think and like Elijah Moore got, he got vilified for requesting a trade when he did, because it was like the Jets were 5-2 at the time, or 4-2.
Yeah,
they were rolling.
Everyone was like, "Yo, shut the fuck up, Elijah. Just play with the fucking team."
It kind of killed the vibes at the time, because like the Jets were rolling, everything was going great. But he wasn't really wrong for
not at all. Not at all. LaFleur didn't know how to fucking work that offense with the weapons that he had.
Yeah, LaFleur didn't know how to work the offense, and like he was playing like with like one of the worst quarterbacks ever.
Yeah,
in Zach Wilson. So while Elijah Moore did get vilified, at the time, because he requested the trade at a time where the Jets were finally seeing some form of success for the first time in like a decade.
Yeah, it felt good.
And he got vilified for that reason. But like looking back on it, he really wasn't wrong or like that out of pocket for requesting a trade. But I think LaFleur's gone, and then you bring in Zach Wilson. I think Elijah Moore would be more than okay with staying with the Jets to play with a quarterback and not Mike LaFleur.
Shit, man. I think if Rodgers is back on his MVP level, Wilson and Moore could have 1,000-yard receiving fucking years. Like, I think that's definitely they're both. Garrett Wilson is fucking phenomenal, but Elijah Moore in 2020 showed promise of being a 1,000-yard receiver. He just didn't have a quarterback that can get him the ball.
No.
2021.
Elijah Moore did. I feel like Elijah Moore did most of his damage that year with Joe Flacco.
That's fucking sad, man. That's fucking sad. God damn. Yeah. Joe Flacco is our best quarterback.
I mean, I'm not saying he was our best quarterback. I just feel like at the time when Elijah Moore took off in his rookie year, like basically it was during the time where Zach Wilson was out.
Yeah.
With the injury. I mean, he still did good some good stuff when Zach Wilson came back in his rookie year. But it felt like I feel like Elijah Moore really took off when Joe Flacco was the quarterback during that stretch of time.
Sadly, Flacco knew, getting the ball.
Yeah.
But he's off the roster now, right? He better be.
I think so.
He better be. We better not be wasting any money on this motherfucker.
Yeah, I can't imagine. I can't imagine that Joe Flacco is still a Jet.
Yeah, because I didn't see anything about a retirement from him.
Yeah. Flacco's a free agent. I assume he's gonna do like the. I assume he's going to do like a soft retirement where he just ends up retiring because nobody signs him.
Yeah,
but he probably wants to pick up another paycheck somewhere if he can.
No, nobody wants him. Like, why? Why? He should just announce his retirement right now. No one, like, he's not the good veteran. I'd rather have Josh McCown on the team than fucking Flacco.
Yeah, well, McCown's a coach now.
Yeah, and honestly, that's good. I think he can be a good quarterback coach at least. I don't know about
I think he is coordinator. I think he is a QB coach. I think he is the Texans quarterback coach.
The Texans. Well, the Texans are going to get a new quarterback soon.
Yeah,
I don't think they're sticking with Mills. They'll probably have Mills fight it out with whoever they draft, but.
Yeah, they'll have them fight it out.
Yeah,
quote unquote. But the starter's gonna be whoever they draft.
Yeah, like kind of like how Minshew is gonna fight out with Hurts. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, fight it out. Well, Minshew's on the. Minshew's on the Colts now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think he signed with Indy. He signed with Indy yesterday.
I like that.
The Colts could draft a quarterback. They could potentially draft Will Levis. And then, he has like accuracy issues, so like he could potentially sit behind Gardner Minshew.
Yeah, I want to see Minshew play a full season. I don't think he's elite or ever gonna be elite. But he could be basically like a Matt Ryan minus Matt Ryan's MVP fucking season.
He could be like Matt Ryan later career.
Yeah.
I mean, Minshew is what he is. He's a very serviceable backup. He's kind of a meme.
So people, of course.
So people like him.
He draws a crowd. So that's money for the owner right there.
He he has moxie, you know, like people in a locker room, you know, people in a locker room are going to be like galvanized by him. He's kind of like a rich man's Mike White.
Yeah, I like that analogy. Rich man's Mike White.
And that's pretty much what Gardner Minshew is. You know, it'll be interesting to see what the Colts do, but you know, and it's going to be interesting to see like how the draft plays out with Carolina trading up. Because, like, once Carolina traded up, CJ Stroud became like the favorite to be the number 1 overall pick, and everyone kind of assumed that they were trading up for Bryce Young. But
no, I think they get CJ.
Yeah, and like now there's even talks that they might trade back out of that pick.
What? Oh, wait, trade to like second or third?
Yeah, like they might trade down like they might trade down like a couple of spots to like get some of their draft capital back because they realize like they got fleeced. And you know, they might feel like they could still get Stroud like
later on.
You know, like a couple picks later.
Honestly, I feel like if I was doing a draft and I need a quarterback for my team and I had a top 3 pick, yeah, I wouldn't mind trading back for extra picks or a fucking player that'll help out my future quarterback, because most top 3 quarterbacks out of college are at the same level, but you don't know which one is actually going to fucking excel. Like, look at Josh Allen. What pick was Josh Allen? 5?
Yeah, I think Allen went. Well, yeah, it was Baker Mayfield, Saquon, Darnold, and then I think Allen went like 7th or 8th, maybe.
And he's Lamar, I think, is the best out of that fucking draft, but he's right there. He's right there.
Oh, definitely.
And he should have been first. Lamar should have been first, but it doesn't work out that way. I still wish I still would have taken him over Rodgers. I love Lamar too much.
Yeah, I mean, I would take Lamar over Rodgers right now, because like you'd have him for longer, and
yep.
And with the and with them applying the non-exclusive tag, it's like you would just have to offer to them and then give up 2 first-rounders. And 2 first-rounders for Lamar at this point is kind of a steal, because before that whole thing went down, he was, you were looking at like 3 or 4 first-round picks and then some other stuff for him. So if you only go 2 first-rounders would be a steal. Actually, I want to get your thoughts on like the whole. What are your thoughts on this whole Lamar situation?
Oh, I have plenty of thoughts. Number 1, the Ravens are fucking idiots. Absolute fucking idiots, regardless of if they. But I also think that the Ravens did a non-exclusive so that he can test the market, see what's coming back, and regardless of whatever he's guaranteed, they're going to pay him. I don't think Lamar's leaving the Ravens. But he will after this fucking contract's up because of how they handle this shit. That's where I think they fucked up. They should just fucking pay the man what he wanted and try to help him out. But now that he's on the non-exclusive tag and he's his own fucking agent, he feels some type of way against the owner, against the fucking organization. I really don't think that he's going to play more than 3 years there anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be surprised. I'd be surprised if he plays more than 1 year in Baltimore. Well, I feel like at most he would play. I don't even know if he's going to play under the tag, to be honest.
If I was him, I wouldn't play under the tag. I wouldn't.
I feel like at most he plays this year with the Ravens under the tag and then dips out. But
you think he's not going to get any offers? Like I think it's bullshit that other teams aren't trying to get him. Absolute fucking nonsense. The man is good.
Yeah, that's what's really weird about this is like, that no other teams seem to be interested in doing that. And
yeah,
I mean, there's like the theory that there's theories that it's like owner collusion, and
yeah,
no
yeah.
owner really wants to be the owner to upset the other, the community of owners. No
Bullshit.
rich old white man wants to like piss off their friends, I guess.
Yeah, absolute
Like what
fucking
it's coming
bullshit.
down to.
Pay this black man. Shit, he
Yeah, there's
deserves it.
definitely it definitely smells like some racism too, because I mean, like, you see what like Daniel Jones just
Yeah,
got, and like,
that nigga's
the
making
Giants,
40 mil a year. Fuck out of here.
the Giants gave Daniel Jones $40 million a year, didn't bat an eye, and like, basically you have the opportunity now to get Lamar Jackson at a fairly similar price, like maybe a little bit
Yeah,
more, but overall, like, overall it'll probably be closer to like maybe 50 million a year or something like
I
that,
think
or
he
maybe
deserves
60
at
million.
least 45. At least 45.
Yeah, I mean, if Aaron Rodgers is getting 60 million a year, I think Lamar could justifiably, get close to the same.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I agree. But I'm thinking of like Mahomes' contract. Mahomes on that 45 for 10 years, like he deserves at least that. Maybe not that longevity because he is injury prone, but I don't
Yeah,
know,
maybe like,
man.
maybe like 4 or 5 years for like 45 or 50 per.
Yeah, I would say, I'd say 50 for 4 or 5 years, 100%. He
Yeah,
deserves
yeah.
that.
4 years,
Man is a
200,
fucking
5 years, 250.
MVP. Shit.
Yeah, a unanimous MVP at that.
Yeah. And that was before he was actually fucking trying to sling the ball. Like he's
Yeah,
only getting better. It makes
yeah, not
no
to mention he
fucking
has
sense.
not to
Yeah,
mention
to
he has
fucking throw
nobody
it
to
to.
throw to in Baltimore.
They got rid of Marquise. Honestly, if I was Lamar, as soon as fucking Hollywood Brown was gone, I'd be like, yeah, no, I'm definitely leaving.
I mean, at the same time, I don't think Hollywood Brown is really that good at all. So
No. He's like a third stringer, but he was their first stringer, and they had chemistry.
yeah, yeah. I mean, really, wide receiver one is Mark Andrews.
Oh yeah, but
But then like
Mark Andrews is
there's
nice. Shit.
there's nothing else, nothing else beyond that.
Who was it? Duvernay was their first string. I don't even fucking remember who their first stringer was.
Yeah, I guess Duvernay technically would have been wide receiver one. I mean, they had
That's
Duvernay,
terrible.
Rashad Bateman,
Bateman, yeah.
uh, Sammy Watkins might have been there at one point. It's like it's hard to keep track of Sammy Watkins and like all the places he
Oh.
goes. I think he was there at one point or another.
He's the Ryan Fitzpatrick of fucking wide receivers.
Sammy Watkins. Yeah, that's a pretty good analogy. Although I think Sammy Watkins has actually played in the playoffs, so that's so he's a little bit he's a little bit ahead of the curve on Fitzpatrick.
Yeah.
But a nice analogy, because I mean he does just kind of he does just kind of like show up like on a new team every year.
Oh yeah. And it's basically like whoever's gonna pay the man. He's just like that vet receiver where you're like, you're not bad enough to keep me off your team. That's it.
Yeah.
Like you can somewhat produce on some games, but nobody really wants you around. But you're a better option than other fucking wide receivers.
Yeah, especially especially on a team on like the Ravens that just has like nobody.
Yeah, nobody at all. I feel bad for Lamar, man. Lamar should be putting up at least 3,000 passing yards, and then he's gonna get you another 1.5 thousand yards running at least.
Yeah.
Like that's a formidable offense right there from what he can do. And people don't want to pay him? That's crazy.
Yeah, and I
That's
think and he
crazy.
would have fit in he would have fit in great with our offense too.
Oh yeah.
Lamar, you could run like the option with Lamar and Brees. You could do like
Oh,
get
that'd
Michael
be
Carter
dirt.
in there and run the triple
Yeah.
option.
Oh, that'd be fucking
And then
nasty.
he'd actually have receivers to throw to.
Yeah. Oh man, I really wish we had. I'm glad that we're gonna get Rodgers, but fuck, man, Lamar would be perfect for us. Although I don't know how Hackett would have handled him. We already saw what he did with Russell, and that shit didn't work.
Yeah. But it's hard to tell. Like, was that his fault, or was that Hackett's fault, or was Russell Wilson just washed? I mean,
I don't know.
I guess we'll see.
I think Russell's gonna come back, but that's mostly because it's Sean Payton. Sean Payton's a great coach. He's gonna bring out old Russell, I think. But old Russell was good because he could scramble around and whatnot. He's old now. He's gonna keep fucking doing that.
I don't know. He probably doesn't want to run around like that anymore.
Yeah, no, I honestly think he doesn't at all. He doesn't want to be an out of the pocket passer. But that's where he was so good. That's the reason why he's considered in the Hall of Fame. I feel like if he ends his contract as he's been playing, he shouldn't go in the Hall of Fame.
Who, Russ?
Yeah.
You think he should or should not be a Hall of Famer?
Should not.
Yeah, I mean, the longer he sticks around like this, the longer he sticks around, past his prime like this, and the more he sucks, the more it's going to tarnish the legacy, and maybe like I would still say now he has like a pretty good chance to get in.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I mean, if he were to put up like another 2 or 3 seasons like the one he did last year, that could change things.
Oh yeah, definitely. But this season's going to be blamed on Hackett. It's going to be a blemish on his season, but it's going to be mostly like, oh yeah, you just had a coach that was absolutely terrible. I think Russell just couldn't work with Hackett. That's it. I'm not trying to say Hackett's good. I don't think he can be an NFL coach, but
yeah, some people are just
coordinators,
and
exactly.
Some people are just coordinators and not cut out to be a head coach.
Yeah,
the light skinned Wesley Snipes is back.
Yo, man, it's snowing out there.
Hey, chill. We don't talk about that yet. That's after recording talk. Yeah.
No, it's okay.
I know it was snowing for you though.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. The weather everywhere is fucked up.
Yeah,
there was a nor'easter last weekend. Jesus fucking Christ, what's wrong with my mind?
All right, so what I miss?
We talked a lot about Rodgers, and then we diverted into other fucking quarterbacks like Lamar and Russ. But let's get your take on on what we should give up for Rodgers.
2/3.
Ooh, Hector had more. 2/3.
I would like to give 2/3. And
are any conditional? Because Hector had conditional.
Next year's conditional.
Yeah. I think it would be. I think it's going to be pick 43 in this year's draft, and then I think it could be a conditional second or a conditional third next
So
year.
a second this year, and then a conditional second or third next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a
That's
conditional third.
that's what it seems like the majority of Jets fans would agree to.
And we're throwing in Corey Davis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll throw in Corey
including Corey Davis.
Yeah, we need the cap space, and honestly, if we have Wilson, Moore, and Lazard, we don't need Corey.
Let me finish my cigarette, and I'm gonna tell you my debate about the whole Corey Davis and Alan Lazard thing.
All right, yeah. Be interested to hear what you have to say about that. I mean, I think Alan Lazard is definitely better.
I think that's a great. Yeah, I think that's a great fucking pickup. We might be paying him a little too much.
Yeah, honestly, even if like even if Rodgers ended up not coming here, I would be fine with having Lazard on the team.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. He is better than Corey. He could be better than Elijah if Elijah doesn't step up next season, but I'm not going to blame Elijah for last season. That was shitty-ass quarterbacks.
As of right now, I would say he might be better.
Here's my take on the whole Alan Lazard, Corey Davis thing. One, Alan Lazard, always healthy.
Yes.
True.
Yes.
Two, Alan Lazard is a way better blocker than Corey Davis is. And that's one of the reasons why they wanted him instead, because he does block really good.
And he doesn't drop nearly as many nearly as many footballs.
And that's what I was gonna get to next. 3, he doesn't drop a lot. 1, he's a bigger target. Well, 4, he's a bigger target.
Yeah.
Because this dude's like 6'5".
Yeah, that nigga's big. I don't know how he moves.
And even though like people say, oh, like he's average, it's like equal comparison to Corey Davis. I don't see how.
No.
And
that's only because of their position on the depth chart. That's the only reason why.
Yeah. And Alan Lazard could play X, Y, and Z.
That is true. But we don't need him to play all.
We don't because we have Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
But we can have him play all. We can have him line up wherever.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
So that alone is an upgrade because 1, he's a bigger target, and even though like Corey Davis plays small, even though he's made like Corey. Believe it or not, I saw this on Twitter earlier. Corey Davis has the same stats as in the last 2 years as Randall Cobb.
So really, Randall Cobb would be replacing Corey Davis, not Alan Lazard.
That's good on Corey Davis, honestly.
But one thing I was saying this to Justin Moe before you came on. One thing I was saying is like that I could see the Packers seeing value in Corey Davis just because like remember Zach Wilson's rookie year, like Corey Davis was pretty much like his go-to guy and like the one receiver he had chemistry with, and like Jordan Love is going to need someone like that.
Yep. 100%, 100%. And we also briefly mentioned, you think Jordan Love is going to do some work?
Do I think he's going to do work?
Do decent work. He's like maybe top 15 in the NFC.
No.
You don't think top 15 in the NFC?
Well, you know what?
Top 15 in the NFC.
Not the NFL. Not the NFL, no.
No, yeah.
So we would have to be like not the worst quarterback in the NFC.
Yeah, sorry, not top 15. I should say fucking.
It's him coming into it's like his rookie year because like this is his first year really starting.
But he's had 3 years to learn.
The NFC alone is weak already.
That's very true. Very true.
I wish we were recording this podcast when we traded for Brett Favre so we could like go back and compare like our takes into our takes now.
I wish Twitter was alive when Brett Favre got traded.
Yeah.
It's dying now.
It was but Jets Twitter wasn't alive. Like, because I think Twitter was founded like 2007. And Brett Favre got traded, like 08?
Yeah, it was 07? God damn.
Yeah. Yeah, it was that long. It was a year after Facebook. Facebook, I think, got founded, or a couple years, like 04.
Yeah, we graduated 08. I think I made my Facebook account in 08. God damn.
Yeah, I think I made my Facebook in 07. I made my Facebook in 05. And it used to be you used to have to like, it used to only be like for college people, and you had to like actually get like invited by somebody with a Facebook to Facebook.
And it was usually
now
like
you can just go on and make a fake account.
Yeah, we're fucking old, man. We're fucking old. That was fucking high school. God damn. Anyways, digressing. Let's talk about quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Second question, Mo. Second question.
Jordan Love.
Yeah,
Jordan Love apparently is the Green Bay thinks that. All right, see, here's the whole thing. The reason why the Packers want to get rid of Rodgers is, one, the whole disagreement thing was because they were going behind his back trying to trade him.
Yeah.
Once he got out of his darkness retreat, he realized that, and he was just like, all right, well, fuck you.
Yeah,
so
he's out.
He basically, to me, and now here lies the problem. Do you think that Aaron Rodgers just wants to get play out of spite, or do you really think he wants to just play and win a championship with the Jets?
You see, I think for Rodgers, it doesn't matter. He's still going to be.
I think either way, the Jets will be the beneficiary of a pissed off Aaron Rodgers with a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah,
yes,
I don't know how much he actually. I don't know how much he actually cares about, coming to New York or being a Jet and winning a Super Bowl for, that franchise. Although I think he doesn't realize that would do more for his legacy than he really knows.
Yeah, but he doesn't give a shit about
winning
that.
a Super Bowl for the New York Jets. Are you kidding?
Yeah, no, that'd be fucking amazing. Absolutely fucking amazing.
I mean, he's already a Hall of Famer, but that would
that
put him on another level.
Oh yeah. But like we said this before, Mo. Like Aaron Rodgers is gonna come out. Like, I fucking rescinded what I said the last fucking pod. That was the last pod where we were talking about Rodgers or Carr, and I didn't really want Rodgers because I thought Rodgers didn't have that mentality that we need in a fucking quarterback. But the fact that the Packers went behind his back while he's in his retreat, and Rodgers found that out when he came out. That's the chip on his shoulder, as Hecker was saying, and that's going to make him play more towards the MVP level that he was playing.
Right, and to add to it, like he's got the offensive coordinator that he had those two MVPs with.
Yep.
Yeah, and pretty much his favorite coach. It seems like that he's ever really played for.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mo, do you think, or do you guys, or both of you, do you guys think that say the Packers, before the retreat they told Rodgers, take as much time as you need, doors wide open, all that stuff. Say that didn't change, and they just welcomed him back with open arms. Do you think he would have just retired?
No, I feel like I think he would have played.
It kind of feels like the reason he wants
without what that's basically established now.
Yeah.
Say the Packers kept the same energy and we're like, hey, we want you back if you want to be back.
You're the starter. 100%.
We're not trying to trade you unless you ask us to, whatever. They weren't actively trying to move on. Do you think he would have just said fuck it and retired?
I think he would have kept what
if that happened. I think he would have either retired or stayed with the Packers.
I think he would have 100% stayed. One, he's not going to give up the $60 million. Two, he loves the Packers organization. So he would have came out.
No, he doesn't. He loves the Packers fans. That's it.
Well, the fans are kind of the organization.
Well, they're part of it.
There are some shareholders there.
There are, yeah. Shoot, they're running like a Ponzi scheme over there.
Yeah.
Like they could vote out like whoever is running shit, which is insane.
Yeah, that is insane.
Well,
I think they're like light years ahead of everybody else.
If we could vote out Woody would have been gone like fucking a decade ago.
Oh, yeah.
But look at it this way. Like, would you want to get rid of Woody now because he's the one who's getting us Aaron Rodgers pretty much?
Look, man, I think it's more Douglas and
no, it's not.
Yo, it ain't not. Woody. It ain't Woody, man. Woody. No,
it is 100%.
No, Woody's paying the man. That's it. He's paying the man because that's the best fucking option. Yes, I know,
Woody,
but that's because it's our best option.
Look, Woody wants to sell tickets.
Yeah, yes, exactly. That's
why he's selling tickets with Derek Carr over Aaron Rodgers. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, Mo, who do you think has more leverage in this situation, the Packers or the Jets?
I think it's even.
Great debate.
I think it's even because the Packers don't want to pay him.
Yeah,
and they need to get rid of him somehow or some way.
Yeah, I think I
Jets need him, but they just have to sacrifice either trading whatever picks they need to do, but they have to pay him at the same time. But they're desperate for a quarterback.
100%.
Yeah, I think both teams. I think both teams have some leverage, and I think it's in everyone's best interest
to get a deal done.
Get the deal done
as soon as possible. But I think the Jets have more leverage. Mostly because fucking Joe Douglas ain't gonna fucking buy that shit. He's gonna try to hold on to as much as he can. And Rodgers already said he wants to be a fucking Jet.
But see, the thing is, like with the Packers GM, whatever his name is, I keep forgetting his name. But
I don't fucking remember.
He's the one who drafted Jordan Love. And now he wants to put his he wants to put his establishment on the franchise where it's like, okay, I made this move.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the GM who drafted Aaron Rodgers is dead, actually.
Yeah, he is. He wants to make his mark. Wasn't it like Kevin Harlan's dad or some shit?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, because Rodgers was talking about that on the PMS.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the GM now basically wants to make like his mark on the franchise where it's like, okay, I drafted this guy. He's been sitting for 3 years, just like Aaron Rodgers was.
Yeah.
And
like
he's ready to start. So,
you're approaching, like, they had to pick up his 5th-year option, and he hasn't started games.
Right. It's like, all right, you have to make a move now. What are you?
Yeah, like they kind of have to turn the page, the window for the Packers to win another Super Bowl with Rodgers, kind of closed when they got rid of Devontae Adams.
Yeah, and the perfect person to make this decision, if they were in this position, would have been Bill Belichick, because that guy knows how to get rid of players fast.
Yeah.
Way before he thinks they're falling off.
He wanted to get rid of Tom Brady.
Yeah,
he did. And guess what? Tom Brady next year won a Super Bowl. So, but see, the thing is,
Belichick wanted to get rid of Brady long before that. Belichick wanted to get rid of Brady in 2017. He was ready to trade him and move forward.
Now listen to this. The last time Aaron Rodgers had a top 5 defense is when he won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, buddy. And our defense is easily top 5.
And if they actually make the replacements or actually upgrade on the replacements that they lost, because we lost Sheldon Rankins, we lost Quan. I don't know if there's Sheldon
Rankins went to Houston. He's reunited with Baby Enemy.
Yeah.
Why? Yeah. I like Rankins.
I like him too, but
there are
we weren't going to be able to pay him what he got.
Shit.
Calais Campbell is one that I wish we can sign.
Yo, if we can get fucking Campbell, our pass rush. Oh, I'll fucking take that.
On safety is CJ Gardner-Johnson. That's probably the second one I'd want us to make a move on. I don't know if the Eagles want to bring him back. Huh?
Didn't we just pick up a safety?
Yeah, we did. Chuck Clark.
for
Chuck Clark,
7.
Chuck Clark was like a bargain because one, he's a starting safety. He's started and hasn't gotten hurt in the past 3 years.
I'll take that.
He's dominant too. Like he's started every single game for the past 3 years.
Safety has been weak for us, so we definitely need
Jordan Whitehead. I don't know if they. It seems like they want to keep him. I don't know how far they'll go. Whether they want to replace him and then end up cutting him after like June 1st or whatever it is after the draft. Who knows?
Yeah.
But I think they should address it still in free agency and in the draft. And linebacker as well.
Yeah, our backers can use some help.
Yeah. Yeah, we need linebackers, we need defensive tackles, we need a starting center because that guy, I mean, I'm sure the guy we signed from Washington, I'm sure he's a fine depth piece, but
I think Ben Jones would be the sign. Ben Jones would be the sign because one, we hired the offensive line coach from the Titans, and he was a center from the Titans.
Oh, okay.
Was it? It was Taylor Lewan who had like a bad relationship with that coach, right?
Yeah, Taylor Lewan.
So I know one of them had a bad relationship.
Yeah, he's a free agent right now. He's only like 30 years old though, but he was good. He was an All-Pro left tackle, but he gets hurt a lot. That's the thing. So if we sign him, we're gonna have like 3 left tackles who keep getting hurt. It's gonna be Mekhi Becton, Taylor Lewan, and Dwayne Brown. But like Dwayne Brown has an excuse because he was able to actually play with like a torn rotator cuff throughout the whole season.
That's wild. That's wild. That shit hurts.
Which is insane. So I mean, he has time to actually recover from that now, and he's 38. So it's like, how much are you expect from him? Yeah, he's old. So it's like, all right, is Mekhi Becton going to step up? I mean, he's losing. He's lost a lot of weight.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Like honestly,
Mekhi might be a tight end by the time training camp starts.
Yeah, shoot. I was gonna say he looked like a pass rusher. But the thing is, like, people say, "Oh, just move him to right tackle." He doesn't know how to fucking play right tackle. He's always played left tackle.
Yeah,
it's like saying, "Oh, you wanna switch from being a righty to being a lefty."
Yeah, no.
Yeah, completely different.
Only certain players could do that.
But you think
unless you're Elijah Vera Tucker, you can just play everywhere.
Right, and he's like a gift from God.
Is tackle going to be AVT or
Elijah Vera Tucker is like a godsend for the Jets?
I think AVT is going to go back to guard, and I think he'll go back next to Becton on the left side.
I would love that. I would fucking love that.
The way God intended.
Lake can go on the right. Lake can go on the right.
And then what I just explained to you before.
And then if we keep pick 13, we can draft the Pollock from Northwestern and have him be
or you can get Osiris, or you could trade down and get Osiris Torrance, who plays right guard.
Yeah, well, isn't he more like he's like more of a late first or early second round pick, right?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Trade down.
Yeah, you can trade down for him.
And you can get John Michael Schmitz.
Yeah. I feel like
John Jacob Schmidt.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like
that'll cover your center and your right guards.
I do feel like we're losing pick 43 in the trade. But I think that if we do trade that second, we should explore trading back into the second round.
Exactly.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like if you trade down, you can recover a second round pick, at least a late one, and then you can end up getting him because it seems to me like he might drop, even though he is ranked as like the best center.
Yeah.
Or according to like most sites that I'm looking at. But
he had a really good combine.
He had a good combine and
shooting boards.
So y'all think the first pick this draft is going to be O-line?
I think so.
I mean, I'd imagine so.
Yeah, I think it's the biggest need at this point. And I think
it's
going to be Skanorski.
But are there any elite edge rushers in this draft?
Will
Elite,
Anderson, but he's
Will
go,
Anderson,
in the
and
top 5.
I'd say Will Anderson and maybe the guy from Clemson.
Well, if Anderson's going to be a top 5, we're not going to get him because
we're not getting Will Anderson.
So the guy that that's from Clemson. Do you think that
there are some that will fall, like Zach Harrison. He did really good in the combine too.
Yeah.
And he's projected as like a 3rd or 4th round pick.
What do you think about because I think we need since we lost Sheldon Rankins, and
I did some research on Antonio Mafi. He's Samoan.
Is he related to Boy
I'm
Mafi?
down for Samoa, motherfuckers.
Yeah. He's a left guard. He's Samoan from UCLA.
I don't need anyone on the left side unless these motherfuckers can't be healthy for the fucking season.
That would be some good depth. Like he's easily gonna drop to like the 5th round. And I was watching like a lot of tape. Like he's big, like heavy, like really big, but he can move.
Like Mekhi Becton, but he's injury prone.
He's around like 330 type of big.
Okay. Does he have any relation to Boy Mafi? Mo, what do you think about what do you think about Jalen Carter? So he was supposed to be like a top. I think he was supposed to be like a top 3, top 5 pick, but like now there's talks that he had a bad combine, a bad pro day. He got arrested or whatever.
Is that the nigga 9 pounds?
Now there's talks that he's gonna fall. Like if he falls to 13, would you consider taking him? Because we kind of need tackles. The defensive tackles.
Yeah, he's a DT that put up that gained 9 pounds since the combine, right?
It depends who's there at 13, to be honest.
You know who I like more than him? I like
Clancy.
Yeah, the guy from Pitt, Kalijah Clancy. Yeah, I'd rather have him.
I fucking love that dude. I'd rather take him at 13, to be honest.
I agree. I mean, really, I'd rather take Peter Skonorski, but Clancy would be. I would not hate that at all. You would have such an elite.
First, let me lay down the whole blueprint for Jalen Carter, because Jalen Carter is like a 1 in a million type of talent, because that dude is insane right off the rip. Like as soon as he gets off in ball snap, that dude is like the fastest motherfucker ever. Like he is fast for a defensive tackle, and he was projected to be
Jalen,
the number 1 overall pick.
Fucking weight. He's the one that gained fucking 9 pounds. I don't pay attention to fucking college shit.
This dude was projected to be one of the top 5 picks last year, and he was a sophomore.
Yeah, so he could easily replace Rankins.
Shit, it were replaced.
He could replace Quinn.
That's like saying, okay, I'm taking Rankins and I'm putting Aaron Donald times 5.
Is he that good?
Dude, have you watched Georgia?
Nah, they gotta watch college ball.
Oh, well, shit.
Well, Georgia's been like the most dominant team for the past 2 years, and they've had a very good defense, and he has been like at the forefront of that.
So I can't compare him to Aaron Donald, because Aaron Donald's been dominant the whole NFL. This kid is about to be a rookie.
You can't really compare anyone with Aaron.
Like as a prospect, I would say yeah. Like, you saw how Trevor Lawrence was being like highly touted.
Yeah,
it's like the Trevor Lawrence of defensive tackles.
Ooh. So if he falls to 13, why not pick him up?
Shit. I mean,
why not pick him up? Because our O-line could be good if they're healthy. If they're fucking healthy, our O-line can be good.
Yeah, but he only has one problem.
What, the weight gain?
No.
Discipline?
Legal troubles.
Oh man. He's like a Ja Morant nigga.
A little bit.
Damn, man.
I mean, if you want to deal with that, like Sheldon Richardson.
Richardson, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he would be a much better player than Sheldon.
Sheldon.
Oh man, that hurts. I honestly don't understand that mindset. Like when you're getting paid, leave that shit behind.
The thing is, like with his situation, it was like, okay, he was involved with it, but he wasn't like immediately involved with it.
Okay.
So he was just associated. He was associated.
Who gave the gun?
Like, look, it's no, it's not the gun. They were racing.
Oh, just like Sheldon then. Shit.
Yep, just like Sheldon with a child in the vehicle.
And 2 people ended up passing away, and because he's the big name, so he's gonna get involved.
Oh, that sucks.
So that's what happens when you're like you're.
I mean, he also
this nigga shit.
I mean, he also is having like a bad has had like a bad pro day and like a bad combine. I think that's also like contributing to his stack.
He didn't even do the combine.
Well, he had a bad pro day. Yeah, because the whole thing. Yeah, he like took his mugshot like in his combine attire.
Right. Yeah,
so he missed the combine.
He had to go back to like Georgia and go to take his mugshot and all that shit.
That's fucking hilarious.
Oh god.
Oh man!
And like this kid this happened all after the national championship. It wasn't like it just recently happened. This was like 2 months ago.
Yeah. It was like it happened like right after the national championship, and then he had to like I guess there was a warrant out, and he like turned himself in.
Mm-hmm.
This is why people have a fucking problem with niggas, man. Because we do dumb shit like this. Not gonna lie, if I was an NFL prospect, I might have done some dumb shit in my fucking younger years.
Hey, you said it, not me.
I mean, you are not an NFL prospect, and that has not stopped you.
Yeah.
Justin could have been like Darren Sproles.
Yo, I would be an ill fucking returner if I was like maybe 4 inches taller and give me
he is the same height as you. And there's also another dude that I actually wanted to draft in like the 6th round, Deuce Vaughn out of Kansas State. And this dude's like 5'6", and he reminds me of Darren Sproles to the T. And this dude is incredible. Like he's so shifty. He's almost like Michael Carter, but shorter, and he could just like squeeze.
That's why I was good in pickup football, man. It's one
of those players where it's like Danny Woodhead.
Well, I don't think we even have a 6th round pick.
Yeah, we do. We don't have a 7th round pick.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, I guess we do have a 6th.
We have 1 6th, and that's it.
Yeah, well, we're gonna use that 6th round pick to draft Braden Mann's replacement.
We already signed Thomas Morstead.
Well, he's old. We need a punter for the future.
Shoot, he's gonna last like 3 years.
Yeah, punters can last till they're like fucking 45 if they're decent.
Yeah, and he's shit. I think he is like 45.
Damn.
Honestly, I think he is. But I was gonna say some shit. Man, all right. So what do you think is more of a need, safety or linebacker?
Right now, I would say linebacker.
Yeah,
because we only re-signed Quincy.
Yeah,
Quincy
on it.
I think that I actually think that Jordan Whitehead. I think that with a better safety next to him and Chuck Clark, I think that Jordan Whitehead could be better. I think that Jordan Whitehead had good moments last year, and overall, I don't think he was as terrible as everyone made him out to be.
I don't think he was that bad. I mean, like he was decent, but he just didn't play to the.
He didn't play up to the money.
Expectations.
Yeah. Also, our defense is not going to be on the field as much with Aaron. Like,
yeah, I think our biggest needs are I would say as far as defense goes, our biggest needs is probably interior linemen and linebackers.
Wait,
here's one thing.
We need linebackers
for y'all. I got a good question for y'all. Do you think now that our offense should be on the field more, do you think that we're going to still run the rotation that we were running last season, where our starters aren't on the field 80% of the time?
I think they still might, because I don't know if that was. I don't think that was necessarily based off of them thinking that the offense was like bad or going to be bad. I think that's just like the philosophy they wanted to implement.
Okay.
So I feel like they still might do the rotation stuff. I think Bryce Huff will see the field a lot more.
What do you mean on the rotation, like on the defensive line?
Yeah. Where the stuff that should be playing aren't playing as much as they should be. And look, our defense is fucking elite last season. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. It was fucking top notch.
All right, so here's the thing. When Salah was like preaching his whole like, what was it, 60% of the time you'll get 100% of their energy or whatever it was. So he ended up actually switching that, where it was more rotational and he was getting more out of the players because he was just getting fresh legs in like every 4 or 5 plays.
Because after that third game where they lost the Bengals, Quinn Williams like was yelling at coaches and
So I want to say it was pretty much after I think during the Pittsburgh game, that's when it really like took off, and Brees Hall like just basically carried that a whole game.
Oh yeah, Brees Hall is fucking nice.
The rotation on the D line, we lost like 2 or 3 players.
Yeah,
they're gonna have to replace them because they want to keep. I want to say they want to keep 8 or 9 defensive linemen. They have 4 edge rushers right now. They re-signed Bryce Huff. They have Clemens.
None of them are
Lawson. I don't know what they're going to do with Carl Lawson. They should restructure him because
restructure.
He definitely.
I feel like if they were going to restructure him, they would have already done it. To be honest.
Yeah, they would. So it's either they're going to keep him straight up, or they're just going to straight up cut him because it's been 2 years already.
Yeah, but I think he has.
I think he'll be here.
I think he has more in his fucking work. I think CJ can be not an elite pass rusher, but he can be up there.
I think Carl Lawson is gonna like come back this year. I think he's gonna do work because he's gonna have like a lot to prove as far as like he'll be auditioning for the whole league.
But no one talks about how he had to have 2 surgeries. And
but now he's gonna be 2 years removed from that.
Exactly. And I mean, we could
like last year it was like he was just finding his way like back onto the field.
Right. And the thing is with him, it seems like they overpaid for him because the way he played last year, like people like to critique people on how, especially edge rushers, on how many sacks they get, but never how many QB pressures they get.
Yeah, they don't talk about the pressure.
Pressure, look, believe it or not, pressures matter. Like that shit actually,
or 100%. Because how much they get double teamed and open up stuff for other people.
It helps to the fact where like you're helping someone else get to the quarterback as well.
Yep.
Yeah, like without Carl Lawson, Quinnen Williams doesn't have the year that he had this past year.
Exactly. And people are not looking at that. They think, oh, just replace him with someone else.
No,
you think, and then they're going to say Quinnen
Carl Lawson. Shit, I want to keep him.
If he does, because look, when Quinnen came into the league, he was getting double teamed.
Yeah,
and he was still like swimming through both those players and creating pressure.
Yeah.
Now that he had someone to create an edge, he was able to get off quicker.
Yes,
and that just made room for him to pretty much dominate because they were more protective about the edge instead of the inside. So
we haven't paid him yet,
were,
right? We haven't paid Quinnen.
No.
All right, so he's saying we just paid Quincy. We're gonna re-sign him.
They gave him they already picked up the 5th-year option last year.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, no. So we got Quincy. He's gonna stick around.
I mean, like you would think because it's Quincy's 5th year, right? I mean, Quinnen's 5th year.
Is this?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 2019, 2020, 21, 22, 23. Yeah. So
I think Quinnen will get paid by the Jets, but I don't know if it's going to be this offseason, just with like everything going on with Rodgers and bringing all his friends here. I think they might wait till next year to pay Quinnen.
Yeah, I don't mind that. They can restructure contracts again for him. He deserves to get paid.
Keep kicking the money down the road.
Right now, I think look, this was like Quinnen's breakout year.
Mm-hmm.
If he can do it again, then I'll pay him.
I think
if I was like the owner / GM, then I'll pay him because you proved it to me twice.
Yeah, 100%. I think he will.
Because most people on their contract years, they'll go out and just dominate and then fall off the next one.
Yeah.
As soon as they get paid, like fucking Zeke. Zeke been trashed. That's why he's fucking out. I'm
actually gonna ask y'all about Zeke. Where do y'all think he ends up?
With the Jets, bring him in as a goal line back.
Oh no, not Miami. No, I don't
think he goes to Miami. They just re-signed Jeff Wilson.
I'll bring Zeke in.
I don't think he goes to Miami.
I'll bring Zeke in.
Yo, he's gonna be behind Brees.
Yeah, he's either going to be a Jet or a San Diego Charger.
No, he wants to start. Yo, I can see him going to the Chargers as soon as they get rid of Eckler.
I can see that too.
Zeke wants to start. Zeke wants to start.
No, Eckler is Eckler's still with the Chargers, but like they gave him permission to seek a trade because they're not
basically like shop himself.
Yeah, they were basically like, listen, like we're not going to come to an agreement to a contract, so like you can find someone.
You know why? Because Eckler's like 28 years old.
Yeah,
nobody wants to pay running back.
No, because their longevity stops at 30.
Yeah, and Zeke is 27.
We paid Le'Veon Bell, and that ended up being
real great. That's why whoever said that. Every 4 years I'll draft a running back. That was the smartest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah, honestly, like that's how you can get
as brutal as that sounds. Shit.
Yeah. Do you think
unless you're like Adrian Peterson or some shit?
Do you think Brees Hall gets a second contract with the Jets?
Yeah, I think he will.
Yes, 100%. Because he's gonna dominate for us. It would be disrespectful not to pay the man. Straight up disrespectful.
He would get a second contract like Aaron Jones.
I can see that.
I wouldn't be opposed to that. I wouldn't be opposed to that.
How old is Aaron Jones?
He's like 27 or 28 too.
27. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that shit too. I was like, shit, what happens when Brees Hall hits like year 4?
But yo.
All right.
Wait. But maybe Brees Hall is a new breed of fucking running backs because these motherfuckers keep getting more athletic, more like it's fucking insane. Maybe Brees Hall can go into these early 30s still being a dominant fucking running back.
Yeah, what, like Mark Ingram?
Mark
Ingram was doing good though.
Mark Ingram was, but I'm thinking more of like AP. AP came back.
Yeah, that's what I was saying before.
Yo,
I was like, dude, and the only way I see Breece Hall getting a second contract, I compared it to Aaron Jones, but if because he has the same stature as AP.
Yeah. Yo,
He's
man,
6'1", 225.
Yes.
Yeah, and he is the same build, same everything. I don't know how much of the hunger he has because
He's got hunger.
AP he does, but he also got hurt his first year.
Yeah. But that's also because he was hungry with a shit O-line.
And well, the shit O-line was also winning games.
Well, yeah, but as a running back, you need a good O-line. You need a good O-line so you don't make those little mistakes that fuck you up.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Breece Hall needs. I think that's what our O-line will be. And he can come out and put up 1,500.
I think Breece Hall could do like LaDainian Tomlinson numbers.
Ooh.
You think you could do 2,000 all purpose?
I think he could.
I don't think that'll happen only because
I don't even doubt it.
I think we might have too many cooks in the kitchen.
Michael Carter. Michael Carter's still going to be producing for us.
Michael Carter is
that's only the reason why.
Michael Carter is going to be one.
Michael Carter kind of sucks.
Wait. Michael Carter, to me, I think Michael Carter looked like he sucked is because I think Michael Carter wasn't 100%. And
you think he is still
he didn't have that motivation. Now this is what I was going to bring up. Now that you have Aaron Rodgers, allegedly, he's going to bring that confidence for everybody up.
Yes.
And they're not going to think, okay, we can just win. No, we can fucking win the whole thing.
100%.
So
100%.
They're going to go. Now, this is going to be the mindset different going in. We're going to think, okay, look at who's under center right now. We actually have a chance. We're not just taking a chance. We have a chance.
Yeah, the defense is going to be
and
like
we're going to capitalize on every fucking down.
Fight.
Now listen, you have Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson already. Aaron Rodgers is going to love, and Aaron Rodgers doesn't like young receivers. He doesn't like young receivers. He likes receivers that he knows, and obviously, I don't know why he didn't want Devontae Adams back. He'd rather have Odell.
No. They ain't traded for Devontae. That costs too much.
It's gonna cost. Odell's free. Well, it's not free, but you don't have to trade.
He'll be cheap.
So now think if you have Garrett Wilson, Elijah Moore, Odell, and Alan Lazard.
Oh my god!
And just rotate them all the time.
That's if you had.
He wants Mercedes Lewis also. Now, if you had to get rid of one tight end,
he's what 30 now?
He's like 38.
38. My bad. 38.
No. But Mercedes Lewis is gonna be. He's not gonna be like someone taking someone's spot. He's gonna be like that mentor.
That I wouldn't mind if
he's gonna be like tight end 4 basically.
I wouldn't mind if Rodgers wanted him.
And then whose spot is he taking really? Like Kenny Yeboah? Like Kenny Yeboah?
Yeah, is Kenny Yeboah even on the roster anymore?
He's not.
I honestly think that our tight ends won't matter.
Who cares?
Our tight ends won't matter next year other than blocking. That's it.
And I think Ruckert is pretty much going to be still part of special teams unless they want to use him for I don't know whatever.
I think they're going to use Ruckert more next year.
We definitely should.
I think they should, and I think he's like that secret weapon that no one realizes he's a secret weapon yet.
Well, he can block really. I think he can block really well, and I think that his he can block really good.
And he's a good pass catcher. But the reason why you didn't see as many like highlights from him in like Ohio State was because they had like 3 receivers that were fucking amazing.
Right? Yeah, it was
Garrett. They had Garrett Wilson, Chris
Marvin
Olave,
Harrison
and Jackson
Jr.
Smith and Jigba.
Yeah,
Wait,
and Marvin
that was
Harrison.
that
Garrett
lineup?
Wilson.
Oh my god, that's dirty.
Yeah, and Garrett Wilson can attest to this, saying Jackson Smith and Jigba was the most talented out of all 3 of them.
Yeah, Garrett said that.
Really?
Jackson Smith and Jigba was better than him.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. He said he was definitely way better.
Damn.
Now, you want back-to-back offensive rookie of the years?
Yo,
Let's do it.
yeah, 100%.
Then we don't need Odell.
We had 2 rookies of the year this past season. Brees would have had it if he fucking didn't.
So we had 3
get
rookies of the year. Brees, Sauce, and Garrett.
Yeah.
And they all burned that cheese head together.
They sure did.
Yeah, they did. I was fucking happy about that fucking post. I don't got an IG, but I saw that shit.
I was watching that on YouTube. Oh my god, I was laughing. Like
I was listening
last
to
week or 2 weeks ago. I think it was last week.
Yo, how wild would
Yeah,
it have been if Aaron Rodgers came out the background while they were burning that shit? If Aaron Rodgers showed up,
he just emerges from the darkness like, I am here, children.
He's like, Sauce was like, I'm gonna teach you how to get sturdy. I'm like, oh, this is some New York shit I don't know about. No, but I heard about it before. I was like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
How does he know
how much
about
better
it before me?
Can you imagine how much better Sauce is going to be playing just through practice against Rodgers? Rodgers.
You know. All right, this is who I compared Sauce to. I have a great comp for Sauce. Sauce is like the Reggie Miller of the NFL.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
I like
because
that.
he likes to talk a lot of shit.
Yeah.
He likes to talk a lot of shit.
And
he can back it up.
Yes.
And at the same time, he'll take the whole team.
Yes, 100%. It doesn't. Sauce doesn't care who he's on. He's gonna shut him down. He's gonna stop don't pass.
He doesn't care.
Oh,
he does not care. He doesn't care.
Good analogy.
Gun to Sauce's head. He does not care.
Do you think Sauce is gonna be a jet lifer?
I hope so. I like him better than fucking Jamal Adams. I can tell you that shit.
Oh yeah.
Unless he goes to Detroit one day.
Oh,
that's where he's from.
Fuck that.
But
didn't we go to Detroit?
Huh?
Oh no, they came to us. I think, right?
Last season?
Season, didn't we?
Oh yeah. Last season, Detroit played in MetLife.
Okay.
That was the game. We lost that game. That was the game. Like our defense blew it at the end.
All right. Here's the real question right now. How many primetime games are we getting?
Oh, at least 4.
So I think
going to say 5.
I think if we get Rodgers,
we're playing the Cowboys. That's already 1.
Well, Cowboys will be 1. Green Bay will be 1.
Well, we're not playing Green Bay.
No, we're not.
Oh, I thought we were playing the season.
Kansas City will be 1. We're playing Kansas City next year.
Yeah.
I think
we're playing the AFC West and the NFC East.
We might be with Rodgers. We might be the opening game in Kansas City because they want so badly to get Rodgers versus Mahomes in the State Farm Bowl on a big stage. So I could see that being the opening game of the year.
That would be lit. Oh my god!
Cowboys, that definitely be 1.
At KC,
Giants could be 1.
I might go to that.
Giants.
No, wait, isn't? Oh well, we don't know yet.
Yeah, who's home or not?
What the schedule is going to be?
Well, we do know that. Well, we do know who's home and road, and the Jets will be in Dallas, and I'm planning to go to that.
I'm ready for that. So y'all get your shit ready.
Yeah. As long as it's at
y'all can sleep on the couch.
Yeah, I can take time off to travel. I will come down to fucking Texas.
Yeah.
To watch.
Yeah, me and Muller have been talking about going to that for 4 years, so we will be there.
I'm down. I'm 100% down. But I would love to go to the fucking Chiefs Jets game. I don't want to go to fucking Kansas City,
That'll be in
Missouri.
Kansas City though. Not
I
in New
want to
York.
go. I'm going to that Kansas City one. I'll drive up there. I don't give a shit.
Nigga, you're gonna get shot.
Don't we play Houston?
I'm gonna claim it on my taxes.
Yeah, getting shot, that's a tax write-off.
Oh, shit.
Oh goddamn.
But yeah, I think 3 or 4 primetime games. Then Thursday night doesn't count. Like I mean, like Monday night or Sunday night games.
Yeah.
I think we'll get like I think we'll get 2 or 3
4.
Sunday, Monday night games, and I think we're gonna get a lot more 425 games.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Because last season was all fucking 1 o'clock games.
Yeah,
the NFL is not doing that this season.
For the past 9 years, it's been nothing but 1 o'clock.
Yeah, that's true.
And
but I'm pretty to Aaron. They're not doing that to Aaron. Hell no. No,
because Rodgers is going to be like on ayahuasca and mushrooms the whole night before. He's not going to be able to wake up for a 1 o'clock game.
Yo, man, I'm all for shroom treatment. I'm all for shroom treatment, but I need Rodgers to be
you know how
MVP level.
His record predictions are real early.
Yeah,
I'm about to do mine.
Oh shit! Is it?
And I never do this. I never do this. I try to be as calculated as possible, but guess what, motherfucker? 13-4.
13 wins.
I'm saying it right now.
I promise you.
Write it down. Write it down. Write it down. Take it for what it's worth. I think I see no game that we can't win.
That's the Jets for the past fucking 15 years.
And I don't care. I mean, the only games I see that will be like, okay, it's gonna be a game. It's KC, obviously.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good game. That's gonna be a good game.
Buffalo, depending on how
Josh Allen's kind of falling off.
Because to me, right now, I think Buffalo is gonna start falling off. I don't know about
100%.
100%. To me, I feel like
I think so too. Although they did just re-sign Jordan Poyer.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
and I don't care.
But could honestly be third in the AFC.
As soon as Dayball left, Zach Wilson beat Buffalo Bills. Think about that shit.
Yeah,
think about it for a second.
You're right about that. You're right about. Well, that's with the Von Miller injury.
That is true.
Yeah, if Von was playing the entire season,
right?
No,
that's where it'll even out, and that's where I think there'll be the competition. So Buffalo, I'll still keep them in there on the side, like the little side pocket that you have with the zipper.
Right.
Then the Cincinnati. I don't know. I don't think we play Cincinnati anyway.
We don't. Remember, we finished in last place. So we're playing last place opponents.
Right. Yeah. So we're playing Houston Texans.
Our schedule isn't that easy. Our schedule is not that easy.
We're playing the Falcons.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's not that easy. Yeah, we're playing the Eagles.
I think we can beat the Eagles. I honestly think we could fucking beat the Eagles.
I think we can.
No. Like without.
This is going to be a battle in the household. I'm gonna let you know now, but man, it's not going to be friendly. I can tell you that shit.
Yeah,
because I have a whole Eagles. Yeah, I have a whole Fly Eagles fan.
Eagles guy.
Man,
we might have to get you a new woman.
Man.
Shit, I've been talking to a Philly woman. I'm like, nah. Eagles Flyers, nah.
No, this ain't gonna work.
Yeah, but she's not. But that's the thing. She ain't from Philly. She's from here.
How did she become an Eagles fan?
Because she don't like the Cowboys.
Oh, okay.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's.
So she was spiteful.
Yes, she's a spiteful Cowboys hater.
I respect it. I respect it.
Yeah, that's what I was like. All right,
Yeah,
I ain't
the
gonna
Cowboys
trip on
more.
it that much because we really don't have shit to do with them anyway. So that's another one. Shoot, who else? I mean, there is some, I mean, the Chargers. I don't know. The Chargers, to me, I feel like they're falling off.
I think it
too,
depends when in the year we play them. I think if we play the
Yeah.
Chargers early in the year, they might beat us. But I think if we get them later on, like
later in the
November,
year,
December,
we gonna
we
wax
beat
that
them.
ass. Yeah,
I think Justin
100%.
Herbert's
I
gonna
agree.
start falling off earlier than people think.
Who?
I don't. Justin Herbert.
I think he's already falling off.
Well,
I don't know.
he's starting and he can easily pick it back up. But I feel like it's going to be more on the downside.
Yeah, but they're
I don't know.
not helping him.
I think they just need to get Brandon Staley out there, and I think Justin Herbert will be like
keep him there. Keep
five.
him there. I like him there. I like him over there.
People thought he'd be.
Yeah. He's like part of
the.
the. Now that we're actually competing for, now we have aspirations of competing for a Super Bowl. The Chargers are something to consider, but I think Brandon Staley should have been fired after that playoff game.
Yeah, I think so. But I'm glad they kept him. So yeah, keep him.
Yeah, they used the offensive coordinator, the fall guy.
Dumbass shit. Dumbass shit. Staley should.
We're gonna play the Raiders. I'd love to beat up on them because they suck.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be a W.
The Broncos, we gotta play again. Broncos. I don't know.
That'll be an interesting game.
Broncos are gonna be a good fucking team next season. I honestly think they're gonna be a great fucking team.
They'll be better coached, obviously.
Yeah,
but
their defense was up there. The defense was top 5 last season.
Why? How come we always got to play fucking the Browns in Cleveland?
God. I'm not gonna complain because it's 2 hours away from me, and we can beat them. I'll probably go to that game.
Yeah, I might come up there for that game, man. Shit,
you should.
I might.
I kind of want to go there.
Yo, fly in.
I might. I gotta see when. Let me find out when it is. I'll let you know.
Yeah, once the schedule comes out in like May, we can actually see what's up.
And shit. Yeah.
Yeah. I have to tell you guys about all the so there's this no talent loser who hosts a morning sports radio show here in Pittsburgh on 93.7 The Fan. His name is Colin Dunlap, and I don't know how this guy has a job, but they were talking about the whole Aaron Rodgers Jets thing, and like he had the most uneducated, uninformed takes I've ever heard on the matter. So obviously everyone, nobody outside of like the Jets circle like wants to see this work out or succeed. Everyone's kind of rooting for it to fall.
Of course.
But this guy just had like the most uneducated takes on the matter. He's like, see, I don't think this is gonna work out. He's like, so one thing he said, he was like, what happens when him and Sauce Gardner get into it in the locker room because Sauce is like, no, this is my team. And I'm like, hey, dumbass, Sauce literally burnt the cheesehead and has been actively recruiting Aaron Rodgers for the past 2 weeks.
Please come here. Please come
and then
here.
He's like, oh, what happens? And then he's like, oh, what happens? Then he said, oh, what happens when Aaron Rodgers and Nathaniel Hackett start butting heads? It's like, bro,
what?
Nathaniel Hackett is like his best friend, you dumbass. Yeah. They hired him to get him. Like he was just saying like all the most like uneducated shit. Like, I don't know how he has a job. Colin Dunlap, if you're listening, fuck you, and your brother's gonna kick your ass if he ever sees you again.
You know why they start that shit, right? Just so we can talk about it like this.
Yeah, get the views. Shit, we ain't tagging this motherfucker. So
well, we're gonna get some views too. God damn it. Anyway, that's about all I have. I think I've pretty much spoken my piece. So, if you guys are good to end this podcast, I am.
Hold up. I got a question from Mo. We talked about it briefly, but I just want to hear Mo's take. Just because he's my favorite fucking quarterback. right now.
No.
Yo, Lamar.
Why do you have?
He's getting blackballed just like Johnny Manziel did.
Yes. Yo, Johnny didn't deserve to be blackballed, man. All right, I'm not getting into that.
Lamar deserves it even less.
I ain't taking the bait right now. I ain't taking the bait. Lamar Jackson. Do you think he's gonna? You think he's gonna remain a Raven? Do you think he's gonna sign the franchise tag or sit out? What's your take on how the Ravens fucking handled this fucking situation? Because I think they're fucking dumbasses. But what's your take?
You're asking me why no one wants to sign Lamar?
Well, that's like owner collusion and fucking racist shit. That's why Lamar's not getting paid how he could get paid. I don't know if you agree with me, but that's my take.
Deshaun Watson got paid, and he's a rapist.
Yeah,
that's why. Well, that's the whole thing, and that's like the whole issue. So Lamar is using Deshaun as his leverage to be like, "Hey, you paid this creepy old rapist all this money guaranteed, and he didn't play for a year, and he kind of sucked when he came back. So why aren't you paying me?" And owners are using that situation as leverage for them, being like, we don't want to make the same mistake again. And they're basically using Lamar as like their pushback from the player empowerment movement.
Right.
Also,
both sides are using the Deshaun Watson situation.
Right.
But Deshaun was established passing quarterback. He was established like he can fucking distribute the ball. Lamar hasn't established that yet, but that's not his fault. That's not his fault at all. That's how the offense was run, and he had no fucking targets other than Mark Andrews.
Mm-hmm.
So I say, bullshit to that. He deserves to get paid. The man can give you easily 4,000 to 5,000 offensive yards every season.
Right.
What's your take?
Okay. So my take is one, it's timing, because last year people were desperate for a quarterback. So the only available one left was Deshaun Watson. Lamar was still on the contract. This year, it's what they're doing is they're basically trying to run the quarterback market down. And they do this shit all the time.
Yes.
They're trying to lower the quarterback market. Just so like players don't have this advantage or leverage where they're trying to get this guaranteed money. Now, first of all, Lamar doesn't have an agent, and guess who got Deshaun all that guaranteed money? He had an agent. Who does Lamar have? His mom. What does his mom know?
You're right about that.
Oh, I'm just trying to make sure that you're not getting fucked over. That's what his mom's doing. And that's
like, it's got to be weird to be like, your son's agent, because like basically the agent's job, in negotiating is like, so when you're negotiating with a team, basically the team is trying to drive your price down. So they're just going to talk shit about you and like your shortcomings to try and drive the price down in negotiations. So like she's going to have to like look organizations in the eyes while they be like, oh, your son is like, your son is this, your son is this, he stinks, he can't throw, he's a running back, all this shit. Like, that's got to be tough.
Definitely.
Right.
Definitely. But that's on Lamar. That's on Lamar. That's what he fucking chose to do. And he might not get the best deal he could possibly get because of it. But I still think the man deserves to get paid at least 45
million. He does. And I mean, if you look at what Daniel Jones got, he should definitely get more than Daniel Jones.
Yes. Oh, definitely.
Guaranteed or not.
It should be guaranteed. I'd say he should be guaranteed 45 million for 3 years.
Yeah. All right. Let's end with this. Final predictions. When does the Aaron Rodgers trade happen, and what is like the final compensation?
Oh fuck!
Shit. I will take the I'll give up 2 seconds, and Corey.
I'm not saying what you would give up. I'm saying, like, what do you think it's going to be?
Yeah. All right. I think it'll be all right. Second, conditional second, and Corey.
All right. When do you think it happens?
Oh shit, that's not gonna happen. Probably till April. Probably till April.
I don't know. I trust Trey Wingo.
Yeah, I trust Trey Wingo too. He's given us no reason to not believe him throughout this whole thing.
I think by early next week, I see it getting done.
He said the deal was done last week.
He said it was 99% done.
He was the first one to. He was also the first one to report the Jets were even meeting with him. Like, he's been pretty accurate throughout the process. Even if like it didn't come out till later, like what he has said has ended up like being confirmed and true.
Yeah, hot take.
And Rodgers hates like the mainstream guys like Shefty, so like Wingo, I feel like he would give Wingo like more of an in.
Would you take Trey Wingo over Adam Schefter? Like if he fucking supersedes him?
Normally, no, but in this situation, yes, because Aaron Rodgers hates Adam Schefter. He literally told him to lose his number.
He did. You don't like Ian Rappaport either.
Yeah. He doesn't like any of the guys. Wingo.
No, I haven't.
Wingo was a mainstream guy, but then like he doesn't work for ESPN anymore.
Justin's like the most half-slacking ass Jets fan I've ever seen.
Rappaport,
watch that. I was like, my blood pressure went up as soon as that Pat McAfee show came on.
Yeah, I was gonna watch it, but I watched First Things First, and I was watching the Young Turks.
I was on
over here watching Nick Wright and shit.
Yeah, I was on an airplane, so but I knew
you have an excuse.
Yeah.
I'm happy I'm happy that I was like away for that whole thing because I would have just been sitting on
I was at fucking work over here fucking shaking.
But
all right, I want to go back to this whole Lamar Jackson thing.
Yeah, but what would you say
before that?
What would you say is the final compensation for the trade?
My final compensation, I think they do end up giving up a 1, but I think it's for next year.
I think
it's going to be a third this year.
Yeah, I think it's going to be pick 43.
I really don't want to give her that pick.
I think it's going to happen. Though. I think it's going to be pick 43. I think it'll be a conditional. I think it'll be a conditional
pick
third.
43 is John
get as high as a first. But if it becomes a first, it's going to be like pick 30 to 32 because it would be contingent upon like making the AFC Championship game or Super Bowl and Aaron Rodgers coming back the next year.
What's good about having the first pick, you can trade down and then get a second round pick if someone's willing to trade it.
But if Aaron Rodgers,
I think Corey Davis will be included, and I think the trade is going to happen next Wednesday.
I said earlier next week, so I want to say Monday, Tuesday.
I think it's going to happen Wednesday at 10:55 in the morning.
I'm still thinking April before the draft, but this shit's gonna just be delayed because Green Bay wants compensation that they're not gonna get. They're not gonna get it, so they're gonna hold off.
Okay.
Off of bullshit.
So I wanted to go back to the whole Lamar thing, right? Why nobody wants in on Lamar?
Yeah.
So,
my boy Lamar.
I had tweeted something about how Lamar Jackson. If you ask the average person, what is Lamar Jackson? You think of him, he's like a running quarterback, right?
Yeah, but he's more than that.
Yes or no?
Shit.
Yes or no?
But he can be more than that. He can be more than that.
That's not what I asked you.
All right, so yes.
Okay. Now, running quarterbacks, right? Michael Vick, he got hurt a lot, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Lamar Jackson. When you needed him, did you have him in the playoffs? No.
No, because he's fucking injury prone.
Exactly. Now that alone, right there, that's past 2 years. That's just past 2 years. He won one MVP. Sure, he had one good season. Now, what are you relying on with him that sounds so secure?
It's not secure. It's just a fact.
Exactly.
But it's more secure than relying on a draft pick or other shitty fucking quarterbacks you can get up in the free agency.
Okay, would you rather have Aaron Rodgers or Lamar Jackson right now?
Lamar,
I'm not talking about next year.
Lamar, man. I'm sorry. I love
Would you
Lamar.
rather have Lamar this year than Aaron Rodgers?
Yes, because I feel like he's more injury prone because the Ravens had to run him. They had to fucking run him.
So you feel more confident?
We don't need to do that with him. Yeah, because we don't need to do that with him. We have a great run game. Yo, Breece Hall can fucking be running the ball all goddamn time. We can be running options.
Look at the situation you're in right now. Look at the situation you're in right now. Who does the offensive coordinator know?
Well, you see, that's okay. All right. The fact
there you go.
The fact that we have Hackett.
Look at that. Take a look at that. Take a look at that. Take a look at that. Now, the man that was presented to you has 4 MVPs. So I don't want to hear shit about no damn MVP. And has won the Super Bowl against probably the best Steelers defense of all time.
Yeah. But I can argue that
and even Mike Tomlin admitted
past 2 MVPs he didn't deserve.
Why?
Why
not?
I would have given to Brady because just because.
Which one?
The second.
Both?
No, Rodgers.
Not both. But Brady was doing this shit at an older age, fucking still killing it. He deserved one of the fucking MVPs.
Did you see the team he was surrounded with?
Rodgers won the 2021 MVP in a landslide. It was Aaron Rodgers.
Rodgers had one receiver.
Yeah.
Tom Brady had like 5.
I'm sorry, the greatest receiver I've watched. Devontae is dirty. Honestly, no, I'm serious. Devontae is fucking ridiculous. He's honestly
you're exaggerating.
No, you just haven't.
He is not that good. Aaron Rodgers made Devontae Adams what he is today.
Oh, hell no.
So before this podcast goes 3 hours, I'm going to end it now.
All right, do it.
This has been All Gas No Break, and we will be back as soon as a trade or as soon as anything actually happens.
Yep, and me and Justin still going to argue about Devontae Adams.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this will be bonus content. Subscribe to our OnlyFans if you want to hear what happens next. Peace.
Right.